Right, so one of the next things I need to do before I can fit the roof in the van is to run all the wiring. Which is going to be housed in the roof for either the roof lights or the fans which are in the roof vents. And it's a good idea to do this before you insulate, otherwise you have to cut little rivets or try and put wires down little holes. So if you have the space to do it before you put the insulation in, then that's the way it's done. Well, at least I think it's the way that it's going to be easiest for me anyway. So you have to think about a little bit how you want the van to be before you can do this, and I've been sort of making it up as I go along as most of the time. So I've recently marked out where the vents are going to be, so I know where they are, and marked out where any of the internal walls of the van are going to be. And there's only really one, and that's the where the bathroom's going to be, or the shower room, where this red line is. And again, obviously marked out where the shower room vent is. So I know where the power is going to need to be for these. So I've ran cables with enough slack so that depending on where the power is, I can get to it for both the two roof lights. The next thing is the lighting. So I've sort of gone around the van with a little power marker pen and marked up where I want the lights to be. One in the shower room, there's one in the middle here, another one here, another one here, so down the centre of the van, and then one above one of the seating areas, and then one above the other seats, and then two in the back above the bed. So I thought about where I wanted the lights, and obviously I've run all the wires to them, which is hunky-dory, but then you need to think about where you're going to have any switches for those lights, and then where, like the roof vent fans, don't need to be switched somewhere else because the switches on the fans, so they need to be ran directly to your power, so wherever your batteries or your fuses and stuff are. So I'm going to have a little cabinet here above the kitchen, so as soon as you get in the van you can have all your switches on the side. So that's what this sort of bundle of cables here is all of the lighting coming in into one place so that they can all be switched. So that's all hunky-dory. But then the other thing to think about, obviously, is the roof vents and the fans for those. They're coming into this big bundle because the way that I'm doing it here is the power for those two can come across and then down the back once I've done the walls, and in sort of this gap underneath one of the seats or near the wheel arch is going to be where the power is going to be, so those can just go directly to the fuses for them. So yeah, that's sort of how I've done the wiring. That will be hidden hopefully as best as possible when I put the insulation in. So next thing, roof lights.